What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay Stu, back with another episode of Cigars, Cocktails, and Conversation. I had an episode last week that had some technical difficulties, so we had to scrap it. Had a really good guest, but I got another really good guest here, a guy that I go back with some years, really good guy. And we're also going to switch it up today. We're going to do hookah instead. He's not a big cigar guy, so I cater to my guests and just put a little spin on it. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo, my name Kelso, man, but you call me Jody. Most people know me as Jody. Like he said, I've been knowing this man since, before I had hair on my balls, so.
Hey.
Can I not say that? I was about to say, can I not
you can say whatever you want.
You know I'm reckless, G,
yeah.
So. But no, yeah, man, like I said, we done had a pretty good rapport for a long time. It's only right that you got me on here. I appreciate you for having me on your platform, bro.
So, I'm not a weed smoker, but I guess I'm gonna learn how to puff fast.
You feel me?
All right. So, as you know, we do controversial topics. We do, a little bit of everything on here. Something that I thought about you instantly. I guess I have been thinking about you recently with all of the turmoil and everything going on in the media with, the social injustices and everything. And I know that you're mixed. You're half black, half white. So I kind of just I wonder how Kelso feels about all of this, like everything that's going on. So I guess my question, the question is, how do you feel about being mixed in the current social state? I guess is what I'm trying to ask.
The way I feel about it might not be how most mixed people feel about it, but I feel like it's made me more appreciative of being black. And I don't even mean to denounce
I know you
a whole
100%.
You know what I'm saying? A whole
associate
half of me, but it makes me more, proud of my heritage. Like, I don't know if other mixed people out there have had this issue, but growing up as a mixed person, you usually tend to try to overcompensate. You know what I'm saying? Like, either when you around black people, you try too hard to prove you black. When you around white people, you try too hard to prove that you have white too. Right. So everything that's been going on this year, it's just, for one, it's been disheartening, but it's helped me to learn who I am as a person and realize that, black, white, Asian, anything, it really don't matter if you're not a good person. And at the beginning of the summer, I went to the first protest here in Chicago downtown when they lifted up the bridges and stuff. And it was a very powerful feeling. Like, the whole time I was walking down there, I felt like some type of force from people who weren't even here no more. Does that make sense?
So you're saying you felt probably how people that marched in Washington in the 60s, and that's dope, man. That is powerful.
Yeah,
that's strong, and I appreciate you doing it. I wasn't out there marching because I got a kid and I had work and stuff like that, so I had to do what I had to do here at home. But the people that did go out there and protest and stood up, I'm vocal in the ways that I can be, but for y'all that went down there, I really appreciate that. And that's dope that you said you felt like,
bro, for real. Like, I literally felt like yeah, it was crazy, bro. It was honestly crazy. And another thing I want to say about that is because people who don't know, we went to Marion, so we went to a very mixed school, majority white, obviously, at that time. But we grew up around a mixed group of people. So a lot of my friends are white or Hispanic too. And one thing I want to say to people that's watching this, hold your friends accountable. Don't be afraid to call your friends out if they not showing support or if they saying sideways stuff about what's going on. Because if they can't love the movement, they don't love you. And I had to tell my homies that, a few of my homies, they was just too silent for me. But then always want to kick it with me. Always want to call me bro, and I love you. And it's like, if you love me, why can't you love my people? Right. I'm no different than the person that's sitting right next to me that got the same skin tone as me. Yeah. And we need y'all support. Y'all the people we need to speak up. So
the white people, if we could get white people to speak up for what's right, that is even more powerful than us doing it, because it's a broken record that we've been, arguing and having the same issues for forever. But yeah, that's definitely a great message. Hold your friends and family and whoever accountable, because it's not fair. You don't get to reap the benefits of having a black friend or listening to, music from black people or liking black athletes or whatever.
Fashion.
You can't pick and choose when you want to be down with
Exactly.
us. It has to be consistent.
Exactly.
And that's a very, very, very good point. To hold each other accountable, regardless of race.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, we gotta hold each other accountable as blacks to do what's right. And like, for instance, vote. Right now, voting is the most important thing that we can possibly do.
Single-handedly.
Voting and the census. People don't talk about the census. The census is very important because that determines where money is allocated as far as education, as far as community, all of that.
Word?
Yes.
See, that's something I didn't even know.
The census determines. So if, for instance, if 100 black people in Inglewood don't do the census, they don't know it's 100 people there.
So then the resources,
right? The resources and the money. But if everybody does the census, they say, oh well, it's 100 more black people than we thought, and they need this, they need that, and the third. They have to put that money there because they know the people are there.
Word.
But people, it don't matter, I'm just one person. But if just one person times 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 people don't do the census, we're cheating ourselves as a race, as a community, because that's, like I said, that's how the funds for, education and everything it's the census.
Agreed.
And they do it every 10 years, so that's very important.
Wow, so
it's a 10-year process. Just think, if they do the census now, they do their studies, you probably won't see it in the first couple years. So maybe 5 years from now, or maybe that 10th year, you'll see the change that from filling out the census.
Word. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never took the census seriously. Then again, I never really had to. I mean, I've always been a child up until this point.
Right. So hopefully your parents are doing the census.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were.
Well, and again, you've been. Yeah, they do it every 10 years. So 10 years ago, you probably.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Exactly.
I was 15 years old.
Right. Yeah. So
in detention.
In detention. It's all good.
My bad, G.
Hey man, we keep it
it
in
real,
the basement, at the crib.
I got it.
It's okay, bro. We good.
No, it's because
Having a job is a hassle, y'all.
like, just so y'all know.
But
like,
you gotta work so you can eat. If you don't eat, you don't sleep. If you don't sleep,
if you wanted to be as fresh as the two people you looking at on the camera, you better get a job.
Right.
Get off your ass and go do something. Cause I got a lot of homies that ain't got no jobs and they be wondering why I be getting more bitches.
That's Kelso for you.
Hey,
it's Jody. All
but,
right.
hold on. What I want to say. Oh yeah, I want to say one more thing. Jesus.
Yeah, it's hitting. I don't know.
I want to say one more thing about the mixed thing.
my stance on that is, whether, like I said earlier, whether you black, white, whatever you are, just be a good person. Don't judge somebody based off how they look. Don't judge somebody based off their background. Don't judge somebody based off what they like. Mm-hmm. I got a lot of friends that detest racism, but then go and kind of like shit on people who are a part of the LGBTQ community and stuff like that. Like, you can't think that you're a good person if you're not just accepting everybody. And by me saying that, I'm not necessarily saying you have to agree with everything people are doing. Just let them do them. Right. It should not be that hard. Like,
that's what everything, like, if I'm not bothering you, I ain't taking no money out your pocket, food out your mouth. I don't care what you do at this point.
Like, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you think about it, because, bro, it's 2020, right? You would think that, things are supposed to progress over a certain amount of time. Ain't nothing got better. I mean, they do little stuff here and there to make it seem like the world is a better place now than it was back when our grandparents was going through this bullshit, but it's really not. To be honest,
we got a couple of rights and a little bit more opportunity, but we still got a long way to go.
A long way to go. And with that being said, obviously, if you're a Caucasian person watching this, do your part too. Don't just sit back and make it like it don't have nothing to do with you, because it has something to do with you. If you care about this world, you should care about everybody in it. I've talked to a lot of people that say they just don't care because it has nothing to do with them or their family. And I kind of understand that because there's a lot of issues before all of this that that I didn't deal with, that I heard of, and I was just like,
yeah, whatever.
You know what I'm saying? But the beginning of the summer changed my life, kind of, to be honest with you. Like, I became more like aware of, okay, the world does not revolve around me. It revolves around all of us. We have to work as a team. And I know that sounds corny, but if being a good person made me corny, then call me whatever you want.
That's real. All right, with that being said, we're going to take a quick little commercial break. We'll be back. All right, we're back from our little break. Something that I forgot to do, I usually do it before I introduce the guest or before we get into the topics, is today we are drinking 100 Años tequila, super cool, independent tequila brand that my dad actually put me on. That paired with some Roses Lime. I'm not a big tequila drinker. We did have some John Basil, the black-owned tequila brand, a couple weeks ago. But figured we'll try out another tequila. What do you think so far?
It's pretty fire.
Smooth?
Yeah, I like the way it tastes. I mean, it go down pretty decent, you know. I'm a big tequila guy. So.
I'm not, but this hookah is actually good too. It's blueberry mist or blueberry something. Blueberry yum. I don't know what it is. No, that's a ludicrous song.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Right, it's not the pack. We ain't smoking the pack.
No.
But
PG.
You were talking about being fresh. That Chelsea jersey is fire.
Thanks, man. I actually got this as a gift, like from a homie.
That's a really good gift.
Yeah, bro. Like, he just randomly gave it to me. And I was like, well, thanks.
Yeah, that's dope.
But we all do stuff like that for each other.
For the homies, right? Speaking of gifts,
yeah,
you are a person that I know loves, like, Halloween. The month of October might be your favorite month.
Yes, it is.
Since I've known you, that's like been you, and that's been it.
Yeah.
It ties into your aesthetic as far as your music, which is something we'll talk about a little bit later. Since I did have you on the show, I had to get you a gift, something that I think you will like. Since Halloween is coming up, this is for you.
I see, bro. Look at this. Hey, and if you know anything about me, you know that this is my all-time favorite, like, movie series. I love Jason Voorhees, bro. I probably know everything about this. So this gift meant a lot to me, bro. Thank you, man, for real.
Love.
I really do appreciate it.
So with that being said, I guess you kind of answered my next question. What is your favorite horror movie? Since, like I said, it's September. This year is zooming by. Halloween will be here before you know it. What is your favorite, I guess, horror movie?
Well, I like Friday the 13th Part 3 the best. But if I had to switch it up, like, I guess that would be my overall favorite.
Okay.
Because, you know, the series is just my favorite, I guess. But if I had to switch it up right now, like the most recent, the Insidious series is really good too.
I like those.
It freaks me out, you know.
Yes.
I know this sounds psychotic, but I like movies that make me, like, that scares me. I like movies that make me feel uneasy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm so comfortable in my everyday life. When I'm watching a movie or a TV show, I kind of want to have a little bit of excitement. I kind of want to dive into that world, and you know what I'm saying? Feel that feeling of what's going on in that movie. I'm a very emotional person, so these things are important to me, you know.
So I actually watched the new Grudge the other day.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that.
So the first one I remember seeing it in like grade school or high school, and it creeped me out. And I watched the other one the other night, and I'm like, yo, they did a good job with the sequel.
It was good.
It's like 15 years later. Yeah, it was really good. I guess it's kind of like the backstory is of. Have you seen The Grudge?
No, I saw the first one.
Yeah. So the little girl in the tub or whatever making a noise. It's the backstory of who the little girl is and where it started.
Okay.
So it's pretty, really dope movie. But
I'm definitely.
as far as overall though, I'm a huge Friday the 13th fan too. I love them. Like,
it's classic.
Was it like the 30 Days of Halloween or whatever?
Yeah.
AMC.
Yeah.
I love. Shameless plug. I definitely need some AMC for that. A little shout out.
Oh, bro.
But no, Friday the 13th. I've seen all of them. I think.
Yeah.
It's like 7 or 8 of them.
It's like, bro, it's so many.
It might be more than that.
Yeah, I don't even really.
The later ones are kind of trash, but the first like 3, fire.
Yeah, like you don't.
Then they did like the revamp with like the new. That one.
You don't want
the technology is better, but I still like the old one.
You don't want to get caught watching fucking Jason Goes to New York or Jason Goes to Manhattan or Jason Goes to Hell. You don't want to watch those movies.
Freddy versus Jason was also trash to me.
You thought it was trash?
I didn't like it.
Bro, it was so fire to me. Maybe it was because at that time it had been so long since I've seen a new Jason movie. So when I saw it, I was like, "This is raw," and they collabed. It was raw. To me, it was raw. But I get what you're saying. It was kind of corny though.
I do like the Halloween series too.
I like Halloween. I ain't gonna plug her. I was just talking to somebody on Instagram the other day. I guess she like this huge Michael Myers head or whatever. So like, you know me, I be talking about shit. I just be playing, by the way. But I was like, woo. I was like, Jason to beat Michael Myers' ass though, and we got to a whole talk about it. So I'm really curious to see how you feel. What do you think?
Ooh. That's something I feel like they got to make a movie about that.
They
should have did Michael against Jason instead of Freddy versus Jason.
100%, bro.
Another thing, if they make that movie, me and you, we need to be creative director, something, executive producers or something, because
I need my breach.
I think that's a really tough one. That might be a better question. Dang.
The only reason why I say Jason will win is because he's not a human.
True.
And he dies literally in every movie he's in. So
and comes back. Fucking shit up.
That's the only reason though. But if you really think about Michael Myers is like a huge person. Like he's like 6'7". Well, obviously it's made up, but his character is like 6'7", like 280.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
So
I would picture them as like Undertaker versus Kane.
Damn near, bro.
That's like it, right?
Yeah, that was great. That was a good comparison.
That's a great comparison.
Wait, ain't Undertaker and Kane brothers?
Yes. That's a whole nother topic, but we can definitely go there because I don't watch it anymore, but wrestling was my shit back in the day. I've got my fair share of whoopings, but most of them came from wrestling.
Yeah.
Like me writing Suck It and putting it on a girl's desk or Degeneration X. I definitely have. So I guess this is off topic, but we talking about it. Remember I hit you up about the 100 shirt, the Stone Cold Steve Austin? I got that one, but I also got the Degeneration X. I could never see a DX shirt and not get it.
I bought that shirt too, remember?
Yeah, we got it.
I
hit you up. It was like 1 a.m. I'm like, yo, they about to drop this Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. I bought the same.
I was like, good look.
Same.
And I got the Ultimate Warrior one too, but I just like the color.
So I guess, like I said, we're off topic anyways. Undertaker or Kane? I'm gonna roll with Kane.
Yeah, but growing up, I was always an Undertaker fan. You know, I'm a big SmackDown dude. So yeah, I gotta go Undertaker just because stick to my roots. But Kane was too big, bro. Like,
bro, he would walk in the ring and just the fire go up, and I would be lit, bro. Like I'm in the stand.
But the best wrestler of all time, and you know who I'm gonna say, is the man Stone Cold Steve Austin, bro. Watch some highlights of Stone Cold. He changed him and The Rock changed the way wrestling was.
You know what? I was gonna say The Rock, but I think Stone Cold was my favorite.
He was personally, yeah.
Like,
I like The Rock too, though. He was just kind of cookie cutter.
But Stone Cold was like a wild card, bro. You don't know what he's gonna say. You don't know what he was gonna do.
Nah.
Like, I know my mom is gonna watch this. Well, hopefully she watches my show. But me and my mom would literally like watch wrestling, and she would like wrestle with me, bro. Like my mom used to do I'm grown now, so DCFS can't do nothing to it. She like literally like choke slam, like people's elbow, and I would just be like, "Mom, do it again."
Love
people's elbow, and my mom would like literally like wrestle with me, bro. I had all the toys and all of that, bro. That was a good time in life.
I wish my mom did stuff like that.
Me and my mom would be lit, bro. Watching WWF before WWE. I think when it turned to WWE is I was getting older anyways, but I think that's
when you kind of fell off. I feel you. I kind of fell off of wrestling like after like the Jeff Hardy era. After that, I felt like it was. That's when I discovered it was fake. So I was like, I ain't watching this no more.
I think I did get an ass whooping for telling the girl suck it. And my parents only let me watch Nickelodeon and ESPN. I think that's
from that point on.
Yeah. No, I was just on punishment for like a month where I couldn't watch anything but Nickelodeon or ESPN.
Word.
So it was like, I think I've always loved sports. I think I really fell deeply in love with sports at that time. And I guess I matured a little bit. Wrestling kind of just fell off.
Yeah.
It was like, Hey Arnold and Sports Center, and that was it.
I mean, if you're this age, or if you're a grown up and you still like avidly watching wrestling, you probably go to like Comic-Con things and stuff too.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm not like
different strokes for different.
I was literally just saying let people do what they want to do. I'm not saying that in a way like.
I think if they did like an all
not
wrestling
me.
Comic-Con, I would probably pull up.
I would go if it was in Chicago. I wouldn't.
I would travel
for it,
now.
no.
But if it was like only wrestling, which it might be, so if there is, somebody comment below like where it is and when it is or whatever. If it's in Chicago, we're in Chicago.
For sure, because I would definitely pull up to that.
With all my D-Generation X gear.
On the guys, like I have like 4 Stone Cold shirts. I would be in there,
Right.
lit.
I remember I used to have apple juice, and I would like bang it and drink it like it's Coors Light. I think that's the only reason I drink Coors is because Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro. I tried. Remember that show I had at the promontory? I was gonna do it on the stage, but they told me.
Oh, they told you not to.
They told me I can't.
That song is electric though.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I think that this could transition into the music, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
I guess so. I mean, we already rolling, so.
I think that, and I know I might just be saying this because it's myself, but I feel like I'm the most underrated underground Chicago artist in the game.
That's fair.
And the only reason why I say that is because I be peeping the stuff a lot of these new rappers be doing, and like a lot.
You've done it.
And I did it already.
As a kid.
Yeah.
And not to like be, mean, but you were a kid when you started rapping.
Yeah,
we've been friends for a long time. I remember I was a freshman in college when you sent me your first project, and I literally to this day I know the words to your songs that you don't know. Like that's crazy. Like your whole aesthetic was ahead of its time by like 10 years.
And people look at me crazy when I say that because obviously people don't want to hear people talk about themselves that way.
I think you know what, that might be why you and I are friends, because we don't have a problem with talking about ourselves. If it is what it is, we talk about the wrongs about ourselves. So when we're right, we're gonna let you know.
I'm gonna let you know too. Yeah, like
I'm gonna let you know.
Like and the reason why really just now started taking the music more seriously, but back then I wasn't really on it like that.
Right.
And it was because I was kind of discouraged, like you get in the room, like as a creative, anybody who make music, they know what I'm saying. Like when you around other people and they see your talent and you in the same field as them, it kind of make them not want to
work with you,
work with you, or help you, or put you in the right positions to make things happen. You feel me? I'm not gonna say no names, obviously, because I don't have no bad blood with nobody, but it's been multiple people that I thought was my homies or thought that like was a good person for me in my growth as a musician, and they just did me so bogus and did me so dirty, or like.
But like you said, that's growth. You learn, and it might not have necessarily even been that they didn't want to. Maybe the same way you said you were trying to find yourself in transition, maybe they were trying to do the same. So maybe it wasn't malicious at all.
Right.
It just the timing was right. The stars didn't align for y'all to do whatever y'all doing.
No, that's real.
But one thing I do have an issue with is music is a type of thing where, yes, it is competitive, but like me personally, I'll have a favorite rapper and I can have 2 favorite artists put out a project in the same day. I'm not gonna not listen to one because the other one put out. So it's not like you can't listen to multiple artists. So I don't understand. Like I understand it's a competition because you're trying to get on, or you are trying to catapult yourself to prominence as far as music. But it's enough to go around. There's no reason to ever be selfish or, shit on somebody else because they also make music.
Right.
And I'm not into music, so I don't know and I can't really relate to that. But it's enough to go around. And I feel like that's with everything in life. Like I've never understood that. Like, okay, we both make good music, let's make a song together. Or when you put out a song, I'm gonna promo it because I know when I put a song out,
you're gonna do the
same. And if you rock with me like I rock with you, you're gonna do the same.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I think as a whole, Chicago, just in general, slightly off topic. Chicago is a city that we have so much talent and so many talented people that I feel like everybody feels like they have to be a competition and that they can't big somebody else up because it's looked at as dick riding or something else. That I don't think that's the case. Like, if two people are good, it's okay with two people being good. There's nothing wrong with that. Speaking of music though, do you have anything new coming out? I know, I mean, the people don't know that you and I, we talk pretty frequently about music, and I am somebody that I'm not just saying this because you're my friend. I really do enjoy your music, and I think you have a lot of talent. I feel like your music is very timeless. Like, it's been to the point where, like you said, you were kind of finding yourself and you got discouraged from making music. I got to the point where I'm like, man, the stuff that he sent me that's not out, I'm just gonna leak it, and we just gonna have to fight. But he gonna be happy because people are gonna like it. So yeah, I know you have a lot of unreleased music. Do you plan on releasing anything soon or?
I might be silent, you know, my social media presence as far as music, but I'm always working every day. Like, it's in me, bro. Like, it's not something that I chose to do. It's just something that I kind of like. I don't know. It just felt it was a natural thing. I have like this weird gift of gab. I don't know, it's weird, but I just know how to use my words. So I'm always working on stuff. But yeah, I'm working on an album right now. Actually, I have never dropped an album. I only dropped mixtapes. But I want to do an actual album, and I want to fund it myself. I want to do everything myself. I want to do it like just to show other independent artists that if you actually care about the music, don't do it for money. Right. Because the money will come. Right. Do it because you know that's what you're good at and that's what you want to do.
And just piggybacking off what you said about Chicago and how we all think that, you know, everything's a competition. When it comes to music, I think that if we all did things the way Atlanta did it,
bro. And oh my God, you just made a very good point.
You feel me?
They be on each other's songs, they plug each other. I mean, you got your small little beefs, but usually, now that you said that, everybody do be on each other's, like 2 Chainz on T.I. song, and dang, that's man, Chicago, let's be like Atlanta.
Yeah.
We live in the greatest city on earth with some of the most talented people on earth.
In the world.
It's no reason why. I'm not a big like Chief Keef and them fan, but look at how they did the 300 movement. Like, all of them, and they all blew up at the same time. Like Reese, Keef, all of them. Like, that was really dope to see. And that movement was so big, and that was a time where, yeah, you had your little beefs, and that was some gang stuff.
Right.
But look at all of the rappers that like blew up at that time. We need another wave like that.
We do.
Like the drill music. Drill music movement.
And all these other cities, trust me, I got love for everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because there's good people everywhere. But another thing that I wanted to bring to attention is it's cool to actually give credit where credit is due. You know, you don't gotta make it seem like I'm never the type of person to make it seem like I was the first person to start something unless I knew for a fact I was. Right. Other cities, man, just accept the fact that Chicago made what music is right now.
1000%.
As far as rap,
it's made it all the way to the UK where they have drill music and I've seen Korean drill music, bro. There's Korean people rapping in Korean, but it's drill. What? Nuts. It's insane. I'm like, yo, that solidifies to me why Chicago is the greatest city on earth
ever. Right. Like, I mean,
and I don't mean to cut you off, but this is definitely the best city ever. Not to, you know, put anywhere else down, but just look at the history of Chicago and look at everything that's come out of Chicago. You feel me? Yeah, that's what happened to me. But we got a city of greatness, and when I say that, I'm saying that to say, let's work together. Let's do this together. Like, ain't none of us got no real issues or no real.
No, it's all petty.
Unless it's some street shit. I don't have nothing to do with that. But you feel me? Like, if we artists. Like, let's just do this together, man. Like, I done lost friends over this, bro. Do you not realize that? Like,
that's unfortunate.
Artist friends that, like, didn't want to be cool with me no more because I was getting a little bit more than shine in them, or I wasn't. I didn't promote this right away, or, you know, artists are emotional and sensitive, and I'm saying that as an artist, I'm that way too.
Yeah, 100%.
But we just gotta realize that it's never personal. Like, this is all a business, man. Like. And if we could all work together, it'll bring more business to the city. Because I know a lot of good rappers, man, and I could plug them. Like I'm honestly just gonna plug them. Like J2, man, amazing artist. Who else? Like I would even plug Jordan, Captain JB. Anybody that this dude named what's his name? Adam Joseph. He's a very good rapper from the city. It's a lot, man, and it's like it's no need to pick and choose who you rock with or not. If it's good music, it's good music. It's going, you know what I'm saying?
You can listen to multiple people
and not have a problem, bro.
Because I'm the kind of person that I'll put a playlist or put my library on shuffle, and it's just gonna come up. If it's good, it's gonna be in my library. Yeah. If it's not good, it won't be, and that's it is what it is at that point.
I do the same.
I guess this is an appropriate time to, I guess, put the fire behind both of our asses to film and release the Mulatto short film.
Yeah.
That's something that we've been talking about for a while.
For sure.
Something that's written already. We just need to find somebody to video it. And I think that's something that Mulatto is a project that you made in 2014, 2013? 14, and your music is so timeless that in 2020, I wrote the short film some years ago, but we're going to put it out in probably 2020, 2021, and it's still going to be relevant. The music is still fire. Yeah. You literally, when we put this out, you're going to be like, damn, like, when did you record? You literally will think that we recorded this. Well, you recorded this music like today.
Yeah, that's.
So I'm putting this out there on purpose because I'll take 50% of the blame because I read you the script about a year ago. I feel like 6 months or a year ago, and we talked about it. We both agreed. We liked everything we saw, and we just haven't. COVID kind of screwed a lot of things up too. I'll take. We both take 25%, and COVID. I'm gonna give COVID 50%.
Yeah.
But, that's something that I did speak with somebody today about videoing it. So maybe that's something that will also be releasing on reality TV. Mulatto, the film.
Yeah, for the people who don't know, Mulatto is the name of my most recent mixtape.
That's your most recent one?
2014.
Yeah, bro, you gotta put some stuff out.
I'm tweaking, right? I might just do a random drop on SoundCloud or something. I don't know.
You might as well drop that Cowabunga 448 since we're talking.
Might as well, bro.
Executive produced by me.
Cause if you really think about it, it's low key sick that the last thing that I put out was in 2000.
And it was fire.
Like, what am I thinking? But the thing is,
you put out a couple songs, and they've all had really good traction. So that's why, like you said, you had your transition and you were discouraged or whatever. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of artists are like that because if you think about it, Big Sean just released a project today, and I was a huge Big Sean fan, and he hasn't dropped a project in a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm not an artist. I don't make music, so I don't understand how that is. But I guess I can say that about my brand. I started my brand in 2013, 2014, and people be like, yo, when you putting out some new shirts or when you doing something, and it's kind of like, I didn't think people liked it, so I kind of just shelved everything. Right. Everything I've been putting out has been getting positive traction, and I guess since we're talking about that, that's another shameless plug.
Oh yeah.
He's a Cubs fan, I'm a Sox fan, so I guess he got the winner's podium joints by reality.
Oh yeah, he's hot, man. Thank you.
Yep, no doubt.
They know I'm from out south, but I'm rocking out with the Cubbies. I bleed red and count blue. You effing dummies. Let's go, man.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. I've been wanting to do this for a minute.
It's been long overdue. You're gonna see a lot from us too, and absolutely. I'm saying this on camera to put a fire under my butt. I do have a lot of projects going on, but the stuff that Kelso and I have is no reason why all this stuff not out, because our text thread and the music that you've sent me is just like, why haven't we done this?
Right, like,
so
we neglecting y'all.
Yeah, so I apologize to you all, because just know that when this Cowabunga 448 come out, and all the other projects I don't want to name. That's one that's done, so I guess I can. It's like pretty much finalized.
Yeah,
and y'all can be looking for that soon.
Y'all can look for that.
But this mulatto thing is something that I think a lot of people will like.
Yeah,
it will give you an opportunity to put that project on Apple Music, because Apple Music wasn't even out back then.
No.
So now it's easier for you to put all your music on one platform.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, you having your transition part or phase or whatever you want to call it worked in your benefit, because now you can kind of reassess your musical library, and after, whatever project you decide to drop first, put it on iTunes or Apple Music, whatever you want to call it, and then you can maybe update your discography on there, and people that didn't know your music could discover you, and people that do love your music, they can go to one spot for it.
Right. No, that makes sense. Wow. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so like I said, stay tuned. All of whatever, I'm gonna put his SoundCloud link, all of that in the description below. Stay tuned for 448 Kawabonga. Stay tuned for Mulatto the film,
and my next album, like my first album, I should say. Mm-hmm. It's called Hell Is Hot. Mm-hmm. I don't know when it's gonna drop, y'all. To be honest with y'all, I'm still working on it. I'm trying to perfect it. I got a few songs on there that I produced myself.
Wow.
Just like Mulatto.
That's talented.
So, yeah, just be on the lookout for all of that, man. I'm coming strong at the end of this year and at the beginning of 2021. Like, I'm not about to sit here and neglect my talent no more. And you are one of the main people who helped me realize, like, we can't waste this time. This is precious time, bro. Next thing we know, we're gonna look up 45, wishing that we did this, you know?
And you don't want to be a 45-year-old, drop music. By the time you're 45, I truly, with all my heart, think that you're talented enough to make this a career.
Thank you.
We did have some stuff planned that people don't know about as far as South by Southwest and everything, but COVID did literally screwed all of that up.
Yeah.
And I feel like right before COVID is the last time we really, really talked about music.
Yeah.
The world shut down. So we kind of, all of our conversations have been more so like personal instead of, talking about music, whatever else. But tell everybody where to follow you.
Y'all can follow me on any platform as Kelso Cash Out 448. I'm pretty sure y'all know how to spell that. If you don't, I should be watching.
Just look below. I'll do it. It's gonna be in the caption. And like I said, all the links to his previous projects. I'll even slap the YouTube, your YouTube videos in the description as well.
448 TV. Yeah, man. Like, we out here, bro. If you follow me, I'm funny. I make good music. I don't really be on no drama. Like, I just be trying to have a good time. So like, if you a good person and you like to have a good time, you like to laugh, I'm your guy, for real.
There it is.
You know?
All right, with that being said, this is another episode of Cigars, Cocktails, and Conversation. I'm Jay Stu.
I'm Kelso, but like I said, people know me as Jody though, so y'all can just call me Jody.
Okay. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.
Hey.
Check. Fascinated with foreign felines since I was knee high. The cigar got me buzzing like a beehive.